What's up, everybody? Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to do kind of like a product review here. Now, this isn't a paid promotional type deal. We bought this stuff, we own it. It's not something that we have to do. But every now and then, you come across some products that are worth just putting out there to the public. Hey, this is a really nice piece. It's not often, it seems these days, that your expectations are met or exceeded. And so when you come across something that's a really, really nice piece, it's worth talking about. I am of the thought process that if somebody has something that's very nice, it works, they don't have to give it to you for free. So, in fact, this company is not giving this stuff to you for free because they know it's good. But let's jump right into it. So today, we're going to talk about some brakes. Now, I know that there's a lot of different brake companies out there, and there are a lot of good brake companies out there, specifically in the racing brake world. But I want to talk about a company that has really blown me away with their products, and that is Lamb Components. It's probably something that a lot of you guys have never even heard of, and they're one of those companies that don't advertise because they don't have to. They're really well known in the pro stock, pro mod, NHRA type world, where that's kind of the niche in which they operate in, but they make brakes for any 9-inch rear end style application. So let's jump into these brakes here. Let me show you guys why I think these are the best brakes that money can buy. So starting with the master cylinder here, this might look like nothing special, might look like just a regular old strange master cylinder, but on a master cylinder, it's what you don't see that makes it so special. These master cylinders have a very high tolerance machining on them, and they work extremely well. This is an 1 1/8" bore, which they will only sell if you buy their staging brake kit, and I will get into what I mean by staging brake kit here momentarily. But these master cylinders come with a really nice aluminum backing plate and a rod setup to where once this is bolted into the firewall, this rod cannot pull out. A lot of the other setups that are out there, the rod is just held in by whatever mechanical linkage you have attached to it on that end. And it's generally pretty safe, but this is an extra safety measure to where you know that you're not going to ever have an issue losing brakes because something happened and the rod fell out. And then the rotors here, these are probably one of my favorite parts of this whole brake setup. So this is a 2-piece rotor, and you can see that the hat of the rotor is really nice billet aluminum, and then obviously a steel rotor. And the way that these rotors are designed, at first I thought that maybe these bolts weren't tight, because you can hear that the rotor is actually slightly loose on the hat. And I started looking at it, and I realized that it is designed that way on purpose. As you can see, all of the hardware and these Lamb brakes are just super top-notch, all aircraft quality stuff. But the reason that this rotor is a floating rotor in this hat here is so that way you never get any brake drag from the calipers. So if you guys have been around brakes for a while, you know that after you bleed the brakes, get the brake system working good, you'll notice that there's always drag afterwards. These brakes do not drag, and that is because of this floating design here. It allows for the rotor to be able to move a little bit freely in there once you have actually started using the brakes. Now, the real secret of success with these brakes are the billet calipers and the caliper brackets. As you can see, again, all aircraft, lightweight hardware. This is something that you're not going to find on competitor style brakes. You're going to get just the generic hardware, which works totally fine. But if you're looking for the lightest, best stuff out there, I mean, like Lamb even has their name in some of these ARP bolts. So like they're specifically getting bolts from ARP for their setups here. But these are billet calipers, billet caliper brackets. And the really cool thing about these brakes are they're what they're called staging brakes. Now, any of you guys that have ran a turbo anything know that you pretty much have to use a bump box unless you have some pretty amazing brakes. And that's because boosted application, generally you're not able to hold the vehicle back on the foot brake while you're spooling. These staging brakes specific with their master cylinder, this setup here is designed to where you can actually spool up on the foot brake with these, and that allows you to not have to run a bump box, to be able to stage consistently every single time yourself, and that's just one less thing that you have to worry about not working at the track. Is it going to bump? Is it not going to bump? Really impressed by this, because I've never seen a set of brakes before that are advertised as being able to hold on staging brakes. I know some big tire cars that they can make 40 pounds of boost on the foot brake and it'll still hold. So it's pretty amazing the craftsmanship and the engineering that has gone into these brakes to make them work that well. And then of course, these things are super duper light. They're quite a bit lighter than some of the other company brakes that I've ran in the past. And overall, just a really, really nice quality piece here. Now, the question that everybody always wants to know is price point. Yes, these brakes are expensive. They're not cheap. But I will say, they're not overly expensive. In fact, I would pay more for these brakes after seeing them, just knowing the quality and what they're capable of. They are close to double the price of a competing dual caliper setup, but I'm telling you, it is well worth the money. We spend a lot of money, time, and effort on these race cars and race trucks, making them go fast, and the area that we always overlook is making them stop good. Not only do these stop good, but they also allow you to stage more consistently. One of the things that I always preach to people is being able to stage in a timely, consistent manner is so key to your program. Your level of confidence will be up extremely if you can know that every time you go to the track, you can stage that thing exactly the same every single time. So spending, an extra $1,000 on a really nice set of brakes, it is a lot of money, but it is money that is very well spent. It's one of those items that's not only going to lose you some weight, but it's also going to make your program better. It's going to make it stop better, make you stage better, all around better brakes. So I just wanted to take a minute today, show you guys these Lamb brakes. Super impressed with them. These are actually for Jordan Newman's truck. So when we get that installed on his truck, I will do a video showing you guys how good the brakes work when that day comes. So thanks for watching. That's all I got for this one. If you guys are looking for some really nice brakes, hit up Lamb Components. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, like the video, drop a comment, tell me what you want to see. If you guys want to see more product review type stuff like this, drop a comment below and we can definitely do that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.